big thank you to Game Quarter, Michael Frank. Thank you so much for being our Patreon, and thank you so much for your continued support. If you are interested in being a Patreon supporter as well, please check it out in the description below. We'll have a link right there to our Patreon page. And if you are feeling generous, we appreciate your donations.
So that's a good place to start the show.
Yes, it is. Wow, we're on our second season now.
Yeah, kinda, I guess.
Sort of. I mean, initially what we were hoping to was, like, to record our smokeouts and stuff and have that be part of, like, our podcast.
Yeah.
But with everything going on,
I don't know. It's just so much. It's been crazy because we're recording this a week after George Floyd's murder by Minneapolis police.
fuck them.
Shit has been crazy because Minneapolis right now, we're so fed up with it. Because it's like, I mean, you can turn on YouTube, Vine. Vine doesn't exist anymore.
No, it doesn't. There's no Vine anymore.
Tumblr, Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Instagram. There are videos being posted everywhere.
Facebook.
Of police brutality. Of police asserting excessive force. And this is what these protests are about. The excessive force and police killing people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not even 3 weeks before George was killed, there was that woman who was killed by the police.
Yeah. No, that was really sad. Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, Breonna Taylor.
Yeah. She was an EMT and she got shot about 8 times in her sleep with a no-knock warrant.
Yes.
Which is deemed unconstitutional.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It's
yeah, it's such bullshit, man.
People thought we were lying about police brutality when Rodney King happened, and Rodney King caught shit on footage. And you thought shit was gonna change for the better then, but things only got worse. Well, it feels like.
Not only that, like, the police pretty much made this their riot. Like, at the end of the day, when you look back on it, with all the shit that they tried to start to try to get people
shit they did start.
Yeah.
It's like the AutoZone, before the AutoZone burned down, you know, there was a person wearing a fucking SWAT issue gas mask, wearing all black.
He had an umbrella.
Had an umbrella and a Kevlar vest.
His boots were fucking, like, police issued. Like, these are, you can get them, like, at other places, but typically mostly policemen wear them.
Yeah, no, this is, I don't know, I feel like this is what Queef wants. He wants us in a military state. He wants us to be under lock and key.
He does! Like, that's...
He wants to find a way to skip this year's election.
The thing is, like, he wants to skip this year's election because he knows he's gonna get voted out, and once he gets voted out, they're gonna put him in court for obstruction of justice. And all the shit that he tried to pull with all that shit. And even now, he's gonna try to, like, they're gonna, it's just fucking bullshit.
I don't know, I'm so fed up with everything that's going on presently.
I am fed up too, and that's why I like this is called, like, the Fed Up Rising. We're all just fucking done with this shit, you know?
Well, it's like, yeah. Just in general, people are tired of police harassment, police force. I know so many female homies, you included, have been felt up by the police. Have only been searched so they could be felt up.
Exactly. They spent a little too long times around the chest area and around the other area, and it's like, fucking A, man. I was 17 at the time when that happened, too.
Oh, yeah. No, I've definitely seen them, like, fill up young, underage girls just for, like...
Just for the kick of it, yeah.
Just because I'm a police and I have this force, I have this badge, I have this power. And it's like, you have no fucking power, really. We pay your fucking salary.
Yeah.
We pay your fucking taxes. We should definitely be treated with more respect than what we are in this fucking country.
Oh, yeah. Well, not only that, like, you know, you guys were brought here. You know, you didn't immigrate. You're forced here. And basically build up the country. So, yeah, like, when you guys are pissed off about it... Dude, I'm like, well, I'm surprised this hasn't happened earlier, to be honest.
I am too, because we built these motherfuckers well. And anytime we've tried to build our own wealth,
Then they destroy it.
they destroy it. Whether it's Tulsa, what was the fucking...
Rosewood?
yeah, Rosewood. There's another fucking town, Color Town in Miami.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that one. Well, the thing was, I remember, like, I thought the Wall Street, Black Wall Street was almost like a myth until I actually read it, in my, college textbook. And because, like, the thing was, in elementary school and in high school, they don't talk about that shit. They don't talk about, like, the in-between of what happened to blacks between when they got free and to about, like, they mention, like, jazz in the 20s after that shit, but they don't really mention the hundreds of years after slavery happened.
The only contributions to America they really want to give us credit for is peanut butter. It's like, but we invented air conditioning, we invented refrigeration.
The stoplight, the light bulb. I'm sorry, yeah, no, the light bulb was invented by a black man.
It was stolen by a white person.
Yeah, fuck you, Thomas Edison.
Yes.
All hail Nikola Tesla.
I don't know. This shit has just been so fucking crazy.
Well, no, like, the thing is, and, like, what gets me, because, like, you're my boyfriend, and whenever I, like, open my Facebook and I see the headline, black man abused by cop, I have to, like, open it really quickly to make sure you're not the black man in the fucking thing. You know, it's like, I can only imagine what, like, mothers go through, you know, or fathers, or, like, friends of people go through when they see, you know, making sure that it's not someone that I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and there is that real fear. It's like, I don't know, shit is so disappointing right now, but things are a little bit hopeful because it's like
Minneapolis has really come together.
Minneapolis has come together as community, as people, as a city.
And that's what I love about Minneapolis in general.
We're trying to do something about our fucking police. We're trying to figure out some way where we can...
Well, they're gonna try to dismantle it from what I've heard.
Well, yeah, and I don't want it fully dismantled. Not to say that, but I do want to see more of crisis experts. I want to see people who are, like, trained, like...
More social workers. Yeah.
Psychologists, therapists. People who are trained in these fucking scales, these disciplines, to be responding to calls.
Well, yeah, not only that, like, I kind of want to almost see like a London model in a sense, where, like, you only call in the guns for very specific situations.
That is one thing I do like about the UK police, is that they don't just walk around with guns.
They have billy clubs, but yeah.
I mean...
But they're made of wood. They're not like metal that we have.
Yeah. I've been watching all these fucking Twitter compilations on YouTube and...
Oh yeah, no, like, and the thing is, like, I highly recommend you guys, if you ever have a chance to, like, watch the press briefing, or if Trump is in the same room with a lot of these experts, because they really don't want to piss Trump off. And so, but the thing is, he's such cock hungry to be a dictator. They'll say, like, under the leadership of Trump, they'll always start a sentence with that shit. And compare that to North Korea, they always say something similar. They go, under the guidance of the dear leader, we've been able to make this achievement. When it's like, no, fuck no, it's you're not gonna get any credit. You know, it's fucking hate this guy.
No, I'm fed up with Trump. I'm fed up with the police. I'm fed up with all this bullshit. It's like, I don't know how many times I've seen that video of that elderly white man who was trying to give back a helmet or something. He had a police helmet. He had his phone in his hand. And the cop just pushes him.
And he broke his head.
And no, I think it's coming that he's died in the hospital.
Did he die? I thought he was in stable condition. Shit.
I mean, I've had like Elliot said, it's like, I've had friends in stable condition, and they were on life support, and then they just unplugged them and they died.
Yeah, that's true. I remember I saw that. But, like, my work now is back open again at limited hours, but they're painting a giant mural in front of it. On the board.
Yeah, George Floyd murals have definitely gone up all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And rightfully so. I don't think that intersection where he was killed by Snow Foods is gonna be back to normal anytime soon.
I think that's gonna stick to be a memorial.
Right. I don't know. This shit is terrifying already because as a person of color, I already fear my life from the police.
I know.
And even more than that, it's like, as a person with mental health issues, and looking at the fact that most of these fucking police deaths, most of these police killings are mental health calls.
Yeah. I know, and I get worried about that too, because I have mental health issues as well. And I'm really lucky so far I haven't had a bad episode where I've needed outside intervention. I've been able to calm myself down relatively well, but I do get a bit worried as well that, like, that I would, you know, get hit with that too. But I worry for you all the time, babe.
Yeah.
I wish you could come live with me.
I don't.
Well, not with my parents, obviously.
Not with your pets. I would die.
My sister's pets. I only have one.
Yeah, I can't do this shit anymore.
I can't even either.
I'm just so sick of fucking police. Whether it's them robbing me or them filling up my homegirls, I'm just sick of fucking police.
Nah, I'm sick of that shit too.
It's like, which is funny because, you know, you rewind to like 1993, 92, and as a kid, what did I want to be? I want to be a policeman or a fireman or a priest.
Yep.
Because in my world, those are the three highest authority figures.
Well, me, it was gonna be a lawyer, a doctor, or an actress. I've always had actress on the table. But I'm really glad I didn't become a lawyer. I felt like I would be very bitter.
It just depends what kind of law you do.
I don't want to do corporate law. I would definitely be like a public defender.
See, and I don't know. That's what my Aunt Sally did. She cut her teeth in the public defender's office like most lawyers do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She worked as a prosecutor for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which county? What, like, is it Minnesota, Missouri?
Missouri.
Okay.
Fuck.
That's really cool.
But
You never told me that.
I don't know. I don't think about Sally much.
Oh.
I don't know. I just don't. But I don't know. She was much happier when she was doing corporate law. When she quit being a prosecutor and went to corporate law and was doing it for the money, for the paycheck, she became so much more happier.
My mom is too good of a person to do corporate law. Like, at least that's what she thinks. I think she should just, like, retire, to be honest, and do, like, HR at a corporate firm. Because that's what essentially she does, essentially. But she also... So my mom is a lawyer. She works for the county. And she's a very accomplished woman. She did take a court case up to the Supreme Court of the United States. She was a prosecutor in pretty much every sector you can think of. Drugs, kitty cases, stuff like that. But, she's a very accomplished woman.
And I don't know. My thing is...
She even worked for the DEA, which is kind of ironic.
Being that you...
I'm a huge pothead.
have you have a better understanding of it than previous generations.
Yeah.
That's another thing. It's like, and that's why I love, I can't remember what fucking congressman it was, but the one that was on who was screaming about how this whole war on drugs hasn't worked and how we do need to do something about legalizing marijuana. Because we
have to legalize it.
We have to, because like he said, kids have been being told this message for decades, for years, half a fucking century, that marijuana is bad. And that
it will kill you.
It will kill you.
You'll overdose on it, or you'll get addicted to heroin after.
It's a gateway drug. First of all, that is bullshit.
And if anything, you could say that the prohibition of marijuana makes it a gateway drug, because who's going to decide which drugs are for your kid? A guy at a store or the dealer on the corner?
Well, no.
That's sketchy as fuck.
The thing is, the prohibition and outlaw of marijuana is very racist, for one, and two, it's like kids are seeing this and they're like, this doesn't do nothing. Because like me growing up, anytime I saw or smelled adults and smelled marijuana, they're always laughing and having a good fucking time.
Yeah.
As far as gateway drugs, alcohol is a real gateway drug. 'Cause that's more kids try a beer or something before they even smoke weed.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's really, we really should legalize it. I don't know why we haven't yet.
And the thing is, in legal states, youth consumption goes down. You start thinking it's uncool to smoke weed.
Exactly, and it's just kind of
so legalize it, please.
It would also give money to our schools. It'll make our roads better. Shit, man.
I mean, well, just look how Colorado improved.
Well, the thing is, right now, they really are gonna have to, though. Once it becomes legal, they're really gonna have it be part of reparations. I don't see how they're not going to.
Well, I've said this before, because the legal marijuana now meetings, the thing that we put together and we want is for it to be a grower-based society for marijuana. So not dispensaries, but giving people that are most adversely affected, black, brown, and yellow people, first access to marijuana.
Yeah.
First rights to grow and consume. Not to buy, not to sell, just to grow your own smoke. Which I think is fine. I think personal grows. Yeah, because fuck it. If I could grow legally, I'm taking over that basement room. I'm cleaning it up. I'm fucking sealing it up with plastic. I'm putting a fucking breaker box. And I'm growing. Cause that's what we fucking need is I hate buying hydro grow because it's always those tiny ass popcorn buds.
Yeah.
But the thing I do like about hydro is that your turnover on your crops can be 8 weeks if you do shit right. So you could be turning over a crop every 2 months.
I don't know, I think I would just go with a female plant.
I mean, that's all plants that produce flowers are female.
I know. Just stick with, one female plant. You can do that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a hydro grow where you've got, one plant, and you grow it, and you pick all the buds, and you just keep turning it over. Like Kimmy's got this nasty ass hydro plant in a fishbowl, and it's just it grows. He picks it, and it just keeps replenishing. I don't know. I'm tired of fighting for shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fighting for legal marijuana. I'm tired of fighting for civil rights.
I'm tired too.
I'm tired of having to fight for the basic necessity of breathing because
I'm tired too because it's I don't want to freak out every time I see a headline. You know, I want to be able to, like, sleep at night knowing that you're gonna be okay. I don't have to worry that you're gonna be a victim. You know?
Yeah.
You know, and not only that, like, your mom, like, I worry for her as well. You know, and as well as my other friends of color. You know, it's... I worry.
Nah, and this shit has been so fucked up because, again, back to the video footage, it's like there was people driving trying to get home for the for the curfew.
Yeah.
And the cops are smashing out their car windows and macing them and shit in the car. Tasing them while they're fucking trying to drive the fuck away.
Or like they would do this thing called cuddling. If you're not familiar, it's basically they corner the people on like a bridge and cut off both ends for access for them to leave. So you have these people just basically stuck, and then you know you have people like that are trying to go around them and being like, excuse me, but then they see it as assaulting them, quote unquote, and then they like kick the shit out of them.
They just start macing people and tasing people and flashbanging groups of people who are trying to leave because, oh hey, it is 7:35, curfew's about to hit, they're trying to go home and obey the law, and cops just start being assholes and tasing people and macing people. And it's like, I'm looking at video footage of these motherfuckers and they're just spraying cans of bear mace in groups of people.
Yeah.
It's like, and you're wondering why people are fucking so pissed off and ready to fucking fire your asses and get rid of y'all racist motherfuckers.
Like, I have to wonder if like, Trump was just basically telling them to, like, just cause chaos. Kinda.
He kinda was. He was basically giving, and that's what these last fucking three years have been, is just him telling the racists, it's okay to be racist. Be you, racist. It's fine. Do your racist thing. Do your racist dance. Be unabashedly racist.
Like, I'm sorry, like, wasn't World War II about that, like, you will never be killed for being different? Like, wasn't that the message of World War II, essentially? Like, what the fuck, man?
But you know what the difference is? It's like, Jews nowadays are looked at as white people. But there was a time where a lot of Jews looked like me. Like, the curly hair. Like, and that's another fucking, I have so many issues with the fucking Bible because of all this bullshit. It's just like, you expect me to believe this? Really? You expect me to believe that Jesus was a white man from this region in this time period?
Yeah,
really?
and the world's like, what, 12,000 years old or some shit?
I don't know, some stupid shit.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't
do the dumb. I can't do the dumb.
I can't do the dumb, and I can't really take any... I'm sorry, Christians. I know there are good people that are good Christians, and I've fucked and dated many of them. And, you know, that sort of thing. But I swear to God, like, you guys really have to fucking call out the extremists.
And I don't... Yeah, that's definitely one thing.
It's your complacency of it all. That's what I always fucking hated about being Catholic. You know, I wanted to point out that, there are gay people that are Christians and blah, 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 but they don't want to call out all those extremists. You know? It's like this whole sort of like, well, we're not going to make a big deal of it, just, kind of keep your comments to your followers and nothing else, essentially. And it's just pissing me off. Because we make Muslims be held accountable for their extremism. We need to hold our supremacists, and we need to fucking hold our Christian extremists accountable. We need to tell them that, their ideology is very toxic.
Well, that's kind of what all this shit is going to boil down to, because on top of everything that's going down, there are lots of states who are removing Confederate monuments.
I know!
Which I am so happy for.
Back in 2017, that's what they were trying to fucking, like, you know, try to get people to see. And now they're doing it.
Well, here's the thing is like...
Because there's that one
These are monuments to quote D.L. Hughley, these are monuments to losers.
Exactly.
It's like... Those statues of Confederate war generals, those are participation trophies.
Those went up. Most of them went up in the 60s.
No, not even the 60s, the 70s.
Yeah, they were made to basically tell black people that lived there, we don't like you and you're not welcome here. And this is what we go by. That's what the fucking Confederate statues are. They're not about erasing history. We have fucking museums for that shit. We have books.
Yeah, this shit has just been dumb all the fucking way around.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just so exhausted. I've been, like, helping out with the volunteer effort, you know, at times. And, as well as, like, I haven't been really able to sleep. I was there. I walked a bit with people at the, police station at Wednesday before it got taken over. I left before it, started to get bad, but the police weren't making things easy. They hadn't outright attacked when I was there. I was kind of bringing up the rear because I was trying to maintain social distancing measures as best as I can and trying to remain 6 feet. Yeah. So I had to kind of like hang in the back just a bit, but at the same time there were some cops on the side and behind us a bit, so I was kind of like, well, I can kind of like be somewhat of a buffer, and I can let people know if they're gonna like try to like get in on them and shit. And it was the female, the women-led protests. They're really nice. I forgot their names. I feel really bad. And they were trying their best to keep the crowd at a, not calm, because they were angry too, but like, just trying to keep it like, you know, we're here to like do our chants and say our voices, and
yes,
you know,
you're mad,
like,
but keep it peaceful.
Keep it peaceful. Show your anger, but don't do it. So believe me, she, you know, did a really good job to like tell a lot of the people. I didn't see like how initially I started. I ended up leaving when I was starting to notice certain groups of people in the front not dropping the rocks again after she told them to drop them. And so I was basically kind of like, I should probably get going at that point. And mainly because of the fact, like, I'm not a strong person. I can't run all that fast. And I basically, you know, I do work for, you know, and stuff like that, so I couldn't really afford to, like, go to jail, unfortunately, as much as I would have loved to, like, be on lookout to help people, you know, during that time.
Yeah.
And I wish I didn't have that reason, but it's just, like, fucking money.
I don't know, it was just, shit was crazy because some people were, saying that they were dropping fucking networks out there, like...
Yeah, no...
They were cutting the cell phone network in areas where people were protesting.
They were turning them off so they couldn't, use the Facebook Live, I think it was. But I think, like, some people had Verizon shit, so, like, they were able to, like, upload stuff, and it was, like, Sprint and one, like, I think T-Mobile that were having the most issues.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This shit's just been so fucking... This shit's been crazy because it's like... This shit all started because the police killed someone. And there's so much shit that they're not talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. We've got thousands of children now orphaned from coronavirus. We still got the coronavirus itself. So yeah, pandemic. All this shit started from police violence, excessive force, and the police react and respond with more excessive fucking force.
And then essentially these riots are caused by the police. they're the ones that are rioting.
I mean,
don't get it twisted. Don't try to let the mainstream media, like, basically make it seem like the protesters were starting shit.
Well,
it's the cops.
I saw on Carrie 11 News footage of a cop. They showed the cop pushing the old man. That's on all national news right now.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I saw on Carrie 11, I haven't seen on too many other sites, but I haven't watched too many other sites, but was the people protesting, and the cops just like start beating them with the batons and shit. And it's like,
yeah.
And there's a black woman, she's screaming like, we're peaceful protesting. Like, what? Why are you hitting? And they start dragging her and shit. And it's like, something to be done about these fucking cops. Because, yeah, I know they were talking about a lot of KKK were in town, but I'm like, a lot of KKK were already fucking here.
Yeah, no, and not only that, like, it's because they know they're not going to get punished. Now, I definitely hope that changes, and they take away that immunity that they have.
A cop need to lose all they special rights and privileges that they got. They need to lose them right fucking now, so they can be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
They shouldn't wear fucking masks. They're saying now that there are officers wearing masks and covering their badges in D.C. You know, fuck you, Trump.
No, I've been knowing that. I've been seeing cop footage of cops with duct tape on their badges. Electrical tape on their badges. I've peeped that too. I've peeped that in a lot of video footage.
Yeah, it's like, this seems to be somewhat coordinated, if not with, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but it's just like, fucking A, man. Like, you're not making the issue any better for you guys.
No, because it's like, I think we're about to lose 95% of our police force.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with.
Keep
the good ones, because
yeah.
I've encountered some pretty helpful and good, cool, respectful Minneapolis police officers in my life.
Yeah.
But I've also encountered a lot of asshole, dickhead, fucking cowboy fucking cops. Cops who don't know shit about drugs because they're so anti-drugs.
Or, like, the cops that you know that are just stopping you because they're just being dicks. Like...
Yeah.
Like, I've met nice cops, too, like...
It's like, I mean...
You know, my mom has worked with good cops, but it's like, at the end of the day, though, you know, a few bad apples spoil the barrel.
Right.
And they permit this very toxic environment, you know.
It's like, you know, I gotta show you the video footage of them beating the white dude.
I've seen it,
the mental health one, and the lights go black. It's so fucked up, because it's like... There's 5 cops in the room. It starts off with just 3 cops in the room.
Yeah.
And the white cop is going off on the fucking dude who's there. It's like, this is a psychiatric facility, a mental hospital. I don't know exactly what it was. But it's a room, an office, a medical room where they've got a camera rolling. So, you know it's kind of something serious. This is... But yeah, it's like, it's 3 cops standing around, and then 2 cops walk in, and the 2 cops who walk in, you can see that they're telling them calm down, like... And then the lights go black. The lights go black, and
yeah.
And I'm annoyed that the video didn't have any sound.
Well, due to privacy rights, you can have video, but you can't record.
Yeah. I mean, I get that it was a medical facility that this was happening in. That's the real kicker. It's like, that's why I really feel like, I don't know, people like the therapists and counselors at North Point, people like that should be responding.
Yeah.
To 911 calls. It's like, I haven't been past North Point, but my therapist said that he went in and they're boarded up, and staff, they come in through the back door.
Oh, damn.
All staff, all personnel come in the back door.
Yeah, it's the Hy-Vee by my house boarded up. And they're still letting people in to go shopping, but, like...
Yeah, no, I peeped that with a handful of stores. They're like, Like, we're boarded up, but we're open. And it's like, they just got their front, like,
Yeah.
like the market up the street. It's like, they're boarded up, but they've got their door open. Like, when they're during store hours.
Yeah, I think Bondesk is open, but, like, it's covered in board. I think the front door is not anymore, but...
Yeah, there's a lot of places where it's just the front door is unboarded.
But we're gonna leave some links to Minnesota nonprofit and charity organizations. We do need money for the bailout fund, as well as representation, and food. A bunch. South Minneapolis is pretty much now a urban desert, a food desert. So, like, if you could donate, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's another issue, is that why'd you have to mess with the grocery stores? Because now we've got to travel further out of the community, out of the neighborhoods.
Yeah. But...
I mean, that said, I think this is a good place to wrap up. But yeah.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's 36 minutes, so...
Let's keep it a short one today.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Alright, well, again, please feel free to come to our Patreon. If you become a Patreon supporter, you get access to a lot of fun additional bonus extras, so please see a link for that in the description below. And again, we will be listing Minnesota charities and nonprofit organizations to help us rebuild and make Minneapolis a more progressive place where we can finally show America how to do it right. Now that we're coming together, you know?
Yeah. Well, until next time, roll one, light one, smoke one, pass one.
And remember, COVID is still up there, so remember the 5. We love you. Bye.